Hi everyone. It is a Saturday morning, which means that there is no office work to do. It is winter right now, so it's a very pleasant day to kind of sit and read and then go out for some coffee and then come back and read some more. So I thought I would just come here first and show you guys all the pretty amazing books that I received throughout the entire week, which I was saving up to open all together today. Let me just go ahead and show you all these books that I got. So first up is this lovely book mail that I got from Rupa. So they sent me two of their really cute Ruskin Bond books. So the first one is A Journey Through the Vibrant Land, and something that I always believe with Ruskin Bond books is that I never read what the book is about before I start reading it, because no matter what the book is about, Ruskin Bond has this really beautiful style. Like he would write in such a way that it will transport you to this really beautiful and magical world. That's why I prefer going in blind in his books. The next one that I have by Ruskin Bond is For All Seasons. Again, this seems like a really cute book. It seems like it's going to be about the different seasons that we have here in India, and just the kind of book that I like. So I'm really thankful to Rupa for sending me these two cute Ruskin Bond books. Then I have a book that was sent to me by Aleph, which is The Bengal Reader. So this is a collection of fiction, non-fiction, poetry and plays from the Bengali literature, and it is spanned across decades of different stages of Bengal history. So while this one starts with the period of 1818, where they classified it called argumentative Bengali. So the theme of that entire section from 1818 to 1890 is about Bengalis debating about thoughtful issues, putting up their thought pieces and opinions about the things that was happening all around during this period. Then we have the 1891 to 1930 Home and the World period, where you will find a lot of books by Rabindranath Tagore, Swami Vivekananda. And then we move to the next period, which is 1931 to 1949, which is Independent Voices. So there's a lot of work by Vibhuti Bhushan Bandyopadhyay, really beautiful poems from this stage. Then you have the 1950 to 1980 period, which was a very chaotic and revolutionary period, which is also called Revolutionary Fires in this book. Then you move on to the next section, which is section 5, called Modern Times, which is 1981 to 2019. Recent few years, right? And then you have a lot of stories and work here by some of the more modern authors and poets. Yeah, and this book has been compiled and translated by Arunava Sinha, who happens to be one of my favorite Bengali translators. I own a lot of Bengali works that have been translated to English by Arunava Sinha, because I just feel that he captures the Bengali essence really well in his translations. Okay. I also received this really adorable modern India romantic story by an Indian author. It is called The Wrong Way Home. It's by Shonali Kular Shroff. It was sent to me by Bloomsbury, and I really like the premise of the book, so I'm just going to read that out for you guys. So at 40, Nayanthara is blindsided by her celebrity ex-husband's second marriage to a hot young influencer on the heels of a divorce that has left her broke, single and discarded by the society she once thrived in. So desperate to prove she's still relevant, Nayan sets out to rebuild her PR business, chasing power, money and visibility with a hunger she didn't know she possessed. Among the clients she sets out to restitute are an aging movie star, terrified of irrelevance, a politician in urgent need of image rescue, and a socialite with small town roots trying to reinvent herself as a cultural tastemaker. So it feels like a very modern book about a modern woman who is in her 40s and the kind of tumultuous relationships that she's going through. I really like these kind of books that has been going around right now in the very recent years. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. The next book that I got was from HarperCollins. It's called Absolute Jaffer. So this book is a graphic novel. It's written by Sarnath Banerjee with beautiful illustrations, and let me take a moment to kind of show you the nice and pretty illustrations this book has. What came with this book was also some very beautiful postcard illustrations. So here they go. Cutout stickers that I can paste on my notebooks and journals. I am really looking forward to reading this book because I really don't read a lot of graphic novels, and this seemed like one of those relevant books set in Indian context, and I'm really thankful to Harper for sending me this book. Okay, I saved the prettiest book for the last. It is Voices in the Wind. So it's been edited by Namita Gokhale and Malashri. So it is a very beautiful book. It is about the folk tales and folklore and spirit stories from the Himalaya. So all those of us who stay in northern part of India, we do travel a lot to the Himalaya region, whether it's like our well-known Himachal area or Uttarakhand area, and the book's premise looked really fascinating for me, because when I'm traveling, I would love to know more about the local folk tales and just kind of read one story at a time before any of my trip that comes up. These are decal edges, if you can see. It's really cute. It was sent to me by Penguin. You can see how pretty this book is. So these were all the books that I received this week. If you liked the premise of any of these books, just drop them in the comments and I would love to chat with you about them. And I am hoping to read these books really soon, and I'm going to let you guys know how that goes. This was my first video in BookTube, so I hope you liked it, and if you want to send me some love, don't forget to put that as well in the comments. So now this seems like a really good day to kind of go out and have some coffee with my husband and then come back and read one of these books. Alright, it was great talking to you guys. Bye-bye.